While women want 666 guys, 6-figure income, 6-pack, and 6 feet height, plus a whole list of requirements, men just want a triple F woman: fit, feminine, and friendly. Still, some women think that men are way harder to understand. Nope, it's not.
Like, it's hard to understand sometimes, you know?
Okay, it's hard to understand women. What's your excuse?
Okay, it's hard to understand men too.
And it's harder to understand women than men by far.
But that's your point of view. Like, as my point of view, like, your point of view as a man is hard to understand me, and for me, it's hard to understand
Really?
you, because we're just different.
Okay, let me tell you why you're wrong. Who has more requirements of the opposite gender, men or women?
What do you mean by that?
Who requires more from the opposite gender? Do men require more from women, or do women require more from men?
Oh, women require more from men, 100%.
So therefore, since women require more, that means I need to understand more, correct? And I'm the one that has to approach them, correct? That means I have to understand them to be able to do that successfully, correct?
Yeah.
So it's women that require more, not men.
Got him!
I mean, I wasn't talking about materialistic. I was just talking about feelings. I guess that was for me at
That
least.
doesn't help your case.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's feelings, that's even harder.
That's even harder.
Because now I have to understand and be able to connect with you on an emotional level, and women change their emotions every 2 minutes.
Yep.
So that doesn't help. That makes it harder for men to
The
understand. women.
vibe. The vibe.
Men have to deal with insane amounts of competition, plus women's mind games, but are men the ones complicating things? Hell no. Let's check the comment section. Trust me, she's referring to being cluelessly ghosted by Chad after sex as the part being hard to understand. This is the only possible point where a woman might have to use her brain throughout the entire dating process. It's hard to understand men. Translation, I am incompetent when it comes to men. I don't care about what they want, but I still expect them to make my life easier. She just kept digging. Men just want sandwiches, some juice, and be around somewhere, but not with me trying to be my friend. Patrice O'Neill. Myron will go down as a legend in culture history. Men are simple. It's women that make everything so overly complicated. Love how she says, I wasn't talking about materialistic when he didn't bring up anything under that category. He said men need to understand women so we can approach them or court them, and she automatically thought about buying her things. LOL. Remember, these women don't listen to learn, they hear to reply. They don't try to understand because they don't care. Men literally tells you what they mean. Women, I just don't understand. Do most women look for solutions? No, they create unnecessary drama and sabotage relationships day in and day out. Why? Because they don't address their issues. When a man has a few extra pounds, lacks game, and doesn't tick all the boxes, he is told to self-improve before even thinking of dating a hot chick. In short, a man must be almost flawless to have a chance. But guess what? Women don't.
I don't care why you masculine. I
It don't
care.
even matter.
I don't care what happened to you as I'm a 40-year-old man.
You
I don't
got a
care.
daughter?
No, I don't.
Because
But
we
that's not.
compare your
But my
feminine.
point is this. My point is this.
Right.
You all wouldn't care if a man came to you feminine and said, "My dad wasn't in my life. My mom didn't teach me this." You say, "Bro, you 38 years old. I don't want to deal with a feminine man that hasn't addressed his issues." So for me, dealing with a woman that way, I'm going to tell you the same thing. I understand you had issues or whatever growing up and you had to be a certain way, but I'm not going to put up with it as far as trying to be in a relationship with you because you don't know how to be a feminine woman.
So what's a feminine woman? What's your definition?
A woman that basks in her femininity. She knows how to be submissive to a man. She knows how to speak life into a man. She knows how to nurture. She knows how to take care of a home and take care of kids. She knows how to be accountable. She knows how to be reasonable. She knows how to be understanding when she's dealing with a man and knows which battles to choose when she's dealing with him.
A man is supposed to be a provider, protector, masculine dude. A woman is supposed to be, well, a nurturing, caring, and inspirational partner. But instead of addressing their inadequacies, they just blame the world and fictitious entities such as the patriarchy. I love the way he kept his composure, addressed the issue directly, respectfully, and intelligently. Basically told her, I understand you have issues, but it's not my problem, so I don't have to deal with it. Beautifully said. She knows that feminine is the exact opposite of masculine. Do you have a daughter? If I did, I would make damned sure she wasn't raised like you. He hit that shit straight out of the park. I loved how he explained that to be with him, you have to be feminine, period. That's all we want, ladies. Truly everything this man just said is law when you have a masculine man. As a woman, I completely agree. Women should stop deflecting and start taking accountability. His analogy was perfect. The fact is, those women didn't want to get it. Been in plenty of relationships where women complain about their past, but when you as a man open up, it's considered toxic. Men don't want to marry party girls, promiscuous chicks, or any OF model for that matter. If at all, they would just pump and dump her, with a condom of course. Anyway, the thing is that some women think that the women from more traditional cultures, who love their kids, their lifestyles, and being homemakers are oppressed. In reality, they're happier than any average Western chick showing her body to random strangers.
Who's happier, the girl that's got an OnlyFans or doing porn, or the woman who's living in Kashmir, where I'm from, with her kids and family and has a purpose? The girl who's doing OnlyFans, these men are not going to come to your funeral. No one's going to care. Whereas that woman who's looking after her children, she's got a legacy. And there's nothing more beautiful than that. And you're telling me my culture is oppressive when I find your culture humiliating. And so that's where my kind of anti-feminism came from, because I was just constantly being told that I'm oppressed when I could not feel more liberated when I don't post like that, and I don't live that lifestyle, and I don't drink, and I don't frivolously date or anything like that.
Well said. If the insane Western world went back to those lovely values, most of the problems would go away. No Chads, no Tyrones, no astronomical body counts, etc. This woman is wiser than Western women in general in terms of valuing herself as women. Yes, a woman tending to her husband and children's need is not oppressed, same as a woman who works in the office. For as long as you are contented in your role, then no one should call you oppressed. I would happily be a housewife anytime and stay in the house all day. A lot of young girls and women need to hear this for sure. They say men don't respect women, yet here I am with nothing but respect for her. As a straight white man from the West, I approve this message, and when she used the word humiliating, I got it deep. She literally insulted OnlyFans women in the most diplomatic way possible. I was told my culture is oppressive, I find your culture humiliating. The woman with every goddamn fake thing on them wants a real man, plain hypocrisy. If at all, she'll get, but not retain, a fake dude who will just pump and dump her.
You got fake eyelashes, you got fake hair, you got fake ass, you got fake everything on your body, but you want a real nigga. Like, I worked hard for these results. I suffered. I went through the fire. Adversity builds character. I went through the fire for this.
Is it odd that this made me smile? It made me appreciate my natural self and body. Realest shit somebody has said in a long, long time. What he just spoke was such truth-developing character, and everything else going through adversity, that's one wise man right there. That's clearly worked really hard on herself. The saddest truth in life. Every hard-working man needs to hear this. I know what I value in a relationship, and it isn't makeup, it's choices. And this last one is insanely funny, trust me. Girl, do you really want to know what the biggest red flag is? Well, listen up.
What's your biggest red flag in a woman?
I got a lot of red flags.
What's your number one red flag, just so I know?
It's honestly very specific. You sure you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, you asked for it. My number one red flag in a woman is when a woman plays Fortnite, username Lovely Low, 5'4", built like a door, cause shorty got no cake, no knockers, and no face, which is crazy, cause I don't know how you miss on all three. Then tries to cover up all that midness with some goofy ass purple glasses, and all she really ends up looking like is the mom from Inside Out. And to make it even worse, which I didn't even know was possible, tries to take all that garbage and put it in front of a camera for people to see. That's wild. You know somebody like that?
That's a huge fatality. Let's check the comments. Holy fuck, he literally just emptied the entire Machine Gun magazine in her without mercy. He didn't choose violence, he chose a public execution. She didn't get roasted, she actually got reduced to atoms. You know someone like that was the last nail on her coffin. I'm honestly astonished you still play with him. I'd be genuinely crying. Bro didn't roast her, he put her in the whole sun. Guys, thanks for checking out this video. Stay tuned for more daily content. Like, subscribe, and comment. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.